Fiora Shen is one of the most classic decks in Legends of Runeterra. This was a mid-range archetype that specialized in establishing board control by combining Demasia's challenger units with powerful barrier effects. Shen Fiora was a consistent meta staple from the game's early expansions up until Fiora's nerf in LOR patch 2.5. Patch 3.10 gave fans of this deck something to look forward to, with Shen getting an innate barrier keyword. This was followed with the release of Kinku Student and Moral Support in patch 3.11 and a champion rework to Fiora in patch 3.16. Things were finally starting to look promising for the barrier archetype's future, but everything went down the drain again in patch 3.19 when Riot nerfed Demasia's premium rally spells. From this point onward, Vayne became the face of almost all Demacia decks. You can technically still play other Demacia mid-range decks, but you will most likely just get demolished by Aatrox Demacia. Fast forward to the present time, Legends of Runeterra's 2023 started with a hotfix patch containing nerfs to Aatrox, Vayne, Seraphine Bar, and Red Gwen. Following this update, I immediately started experimenting and trying out several new decks, including a Shen Fiora list running Demasia's new rally card, Champion Strength. To my surprise, I found success with it in Master Rank, and I was able to climb with Shen Fiora at 71% win rate in High Masters. The deck still has some very notable weaknesses, but I think it should be back to Tier 2 status and should be strong enough for climbing to Master Rank. This is a full guide teaching you how to play Shen Fiora. A quick mulligan guide will be on the screen after this introduction, followed by 3 sample games. After these sample games, once you've already seen the deck in action, I prepared an intimate, heart-to-heart, in-depth discussion of everything that you need to know to use this deck effectively. I tried something different for the discussion part of this video, which will be in the timestamps in the description. Please do give me feedback in the comment section if you like my new method of teaching. And as always, don't forget to leave a like, leave a random and non-random comment, and subscribe to the Raphterra YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on the best Legends of Runeterra guides on the internet. Nora, Veigar, Darkness. I think this is a bad matchup. Do we keep Deny, even if we don't have a hand for the early turns? Fiora is very great against Veigar. I'm not sure if I keep Laurent Protege and Deny. Deny could be useful against Ruination, right? Maybe we keep Laurent Protege and Fiora. Just have 2 challengers. Laurent Protege can take care of Nora. Yeah, let's get the challengers on board. Fleet Feather Tracker is okay, but it has 1 HP, so it can die to Pokestick and Vile Feast. Same can be said for Young Witch. I just take the attack here, no reason not to take 2 free damage. If they play Nora, I'm gonna play Young Witch, but next turn I'm going to play Laurent Protege. Because I'm expecting the Fleet Feather Tracker to die to something. I'm gonna take this damage because I can potentially kill the Conchologist for free with Laurent Protege or with Fleet Feather Tracker. We're gonna give quick attack with Young Witch. If they have the whole Pokestick and Vile Feast, they can kill both of these. Pokestick is really good against my deck, especially against 1 HP units because it's a 2-for-1 trade. They lose the Pokestick but they draw another card, meanwhile I lose 1 unit. Yeah, so Pokestick is gonna be bad for me. Okay, cool. So they Pokestick, they get the card advantage, but we will get card advantage back with this. Because we clear the Conchologist with our Laurent Protege. It's fine. I think we just go Fiora here. Fiora enables me to threaten both. Like, they might not even want to attack with Twisted Catalyzer. Okay, sure. I wonder why they're attacking with Conchologist. They must have Darkness or something. I now have Deny. That's fine. That's fine. What did they discard? They discarded Des and Ada. Okay. I have another Fiora. I'm gonna play Green-Glade Caretaker first to maybe tempt them into playing Veigar. And then we're gonna play another Fiora. If they take this pass, I'm gonna pass back. Okay. They get nothing, so I get to deal 7 free damage. And now I have Deny, which can kill a board wipe if they have a board wipe. Concerted Strike 2. If they go for Veigar, right, I can deny the first Darkness, and then they have nothing anymore. That's fine. I can just challenge everything. I don't need to rush with my Concerted Strike. I think I'd rather save my Concerted Strike for something else. I can challenge everything. This is good for me. That's fine. I have 4 challengers. Each of them can challenge something good. There's no sense in playing Green-Glade Caretaker yet. I think I just take you. I take you. And I take you. This makes sense. Or if they Vengeance, I think this might be better. This gives lower value to Vengeance, right? Because they might want to Vengeance the Fiora and that saves Nora. This way, if they want to save Nora, they'll have to Vengeance Petricide Broodwing. Which doesn't matter to me. Yeah, nice. Do I care? Maybe I care. I just hope they don't have Ruination. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't have any other high value cards in my hand. Glimpse Beyond. Valfeast on your own unit. If I had Shen, maybe I wouldn't. If I had Shen, maybe I wouldn't go for the Deny. But Fiora's my only high value unit in hand for now. But that's a great draw for him. The tough unit with Vanguard Protector getting buffed up with Tellstones is pretty monka. And now I lose my Deny. I think they're ahead here. They're definitely ahead. I need more high value cards. What I'm drawing now won't cut it for me. So for now, we just keep challenging them in the meantime. They will try to keep stalling, but we're okay. Yeah, these will keep them stalling. And I'm getting fewer positive trades. Nice. This is great. Getting Shen is great. Ruination fucks me though. If it's Ruination, I lose. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this is slightly better. Okay. They're really scared of my Fiora for no fucking reason. We have a stronger board than them, but one Ruination will end this game, or one even Des and Ada. Very troublesome for me. I don't want you to draw anything, sir. I think this is safe. They have 2 cards left only, so preventing that draw is awesome. They have 3 portals though, but we can keep getting free trades with our Shen. We need higher value cards. I need Seinen, preferably. It's okay. I don't want to commit anything else yet.
I will shape death as easily as
Deal 3 to an enemy. Okay. Probably gonna deal 3 to this Green-Glade Caretaker. Or maybe to Shen. Will they attack? They will attack. And use Darkness. I would like to damage the Extali Sentinel, right? Then they have to use Darkness now on something. They didn't. Okay. Let's start with Kinku Student. Either way, it's fine.
Life is cyclical. Darkness ends.
Stand, breathe, see.
Okay. Now that's problematic.
These woods protect their own.
Now what? If I attack with everything, they positively trade with Extali Sentinel. I have to wait. I have to bide my time for now. Oh, that's a great draw. Great fucking draw. Another great draw. I think I let this go because I want to preserve moral support for next turn. For a combat, right? And I want a unit to get removed anyway because I'm gonna use Sign and Thousand Tailed again. Those are great draws. So what we want to do here is attack with everything.
Observe, learn.
Start with this and then I'm gonna use moral support. Do I need to use Ranger's Resolve?
Nature blesses her followers.
If I use Ranger's Resolve, only this takes less damage. The damage from this is irrelevant. I think I hold it for now. I think Ranger's Resolve will get higher value later on.
I think I'm quite ready for a new adventure. Joy is a good look.
You don't have any other portals yet, so I'm still okay. I'm getting some low value cards now.
To and fro and to.
I think I just brute force my way out of this. That's fine. They only have one card left. Oh, finally. I waited for this moment for Rangers to solve to become nutty. Got him. That was a long game, man. It took so long for both of us to win because they have had lots of chump blocks, but I had ultimate challengers and my units were so durable. GG. I think I hit 1000 LP with this. Nice. Oh, Gwen, Katarina, Elise. I'm always keeping Shen. Do we keep Champion Strength? I think we don't keep Champion Strength if we don't have the units for it. Okay, nice. We want to get value trades. That's the name of the game. These decks usually don't have Quietus anymore. But Gwen is still a big problem, I think. We're attacking on 2, so I think I Shen on turn 4. I could also Fiora to threaten Gwen. Oh, they still have Quietus. That's fine. I have another Boardwing in hand. If they're not playing anything in the first 2 turns, they must have a Gwen. They might have a Katar. Oh, okay, they have that. So I can't make hand reads yet. Oh, Kingu student is nice, especially with Shen.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Do they use Blade's Edge first? That is the question. Oh, they don't have mana for Blade's Edge. So we can just Broadwing and defend against the Redeemed Prodigy. That's a value trade, right?
Quick as the blade.
They lose both units, which is really bad for them. Katarina's Blade's Edge is bad for barriers, too. So it's likely that the Gwen will be coming next turn. So I think I play Fiora, I threaten to attack, and then I let them burn mana. I think that's my play. Yeah, I think that's my play. I threaten Fiora now, and this way they can't Gwen. If they pass back, I'm gonna... If they pass, I'm gonna pass back.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
Okay. Do I just lose my... Do I just risk losing my 2 units here? Maybe I just do. I think I just go 2 for 1. This is 6 damage. It's not bad. Because the thing is, these units will die to the pings from Katarina anyway. So I might as well trade for them now. Okay. A little bad for me because it's a 2 for 1 trade. But I deal 6 damage and I lose the cards that I will lose to Katarina anyway. So I think I'm okay with that trade. Champions, Strength. It's a play we can do on turn 6, but we can't set up the good board for it. I think Fleetfare Tracker plus Kingu Student is not enough. I don't want to play anything yet. Whatever I play gets Katarina'd. So I just use Twin Disciplines to counter the Katarina. Probably.
Never play fair.
Stand, breathe, see.
If opponent attacks, they lose the Katarina. They use a unit. Which is fine for me.
Might hurt. To the point.
You lose a unit.
The balance requires a watchful eye.
Master, I am ready for my next lesson.
They might have Ravenous Flock for Fiora. A stun would be bad for me too because I don't get the barriers that way.
No going back.
So if they're gonna do it that way, because they can ping the barrier away.
Lose control.
Doesn't this make their Blade's Edge useless? It also protects my Fiora from anything. No, this is better. This is better. This is better. Katarina bounces back to their hand, and then if they use...
I long for a worthy opponent.
If they use Flock on Fiora, I use Moral Support. Okay, never mind. We can't Moral Support. I should have just barriered the... I was too greedy. I think I should have kept the Fiora alive with Barrier. And just let the Fleetfarer Tracker die. Yeah, we should have just let the Fleetfarer... I had the right idea. I had the right idea before. That sucks, dude. That sucks. I had the right idea. Huge misplay. Huge misplay. What does that revive?
Our wills align.
Probably just do this. If they play another unit and go for the attack, we have a barrier. They have Vile Feast. Okay. You can't go for the attack anymore. You just pass here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana for Champion Strength. I could Young Witch. And then they play Katarina and then I play Sinan. Block. Fine.
Never play fair.
So we want to give Quick Attack to Kinku Student because it's the only good trade they have. Katarina into Kinku Student. Next turn I can Champion Strength and end it. But it depends on what they do. If they have Harrowing, I might lose. I think I lose to Harrowing. I think I lose to Harrowing. Oh, I think I lose to Harrowing. It's likely a Harrowing. Please. Oh no, Harrowing. That's so good.
You're covered.
You should have just used Rally! I should have just used Rally! I didn't think about Gwen! I should have just used Rally! Gee, fucking G. I should have just used Rally. I am fucking crazy, dude. Now they drain too. That hurts. That hurts. I knew. GG, GG. Part of the game, part of the game. Ezreal Cannon? I think if we establish an early board, we're gonna be good against this deck. I'm gonna keep Greenglade Elder because I have Shen. And then I'm gonna look for everything else. Oh, decent hand, decent hand. I like it. We have Twin Disciplines for protection too.
I am one with the land. Who goes there?
Problem is we don't have a play in the first turn 2 and turn 3. Which might be an issue. We have a play now. They usually don't have Mystic Shot, so I'm free to just keep developing. We pass first. We make them burn that mana. We're happy if they burn that mana.
Extra hands never hurt.
Ooh. Do I Shen first? Probably don't Shen first. Probably Fiora first, but this gives my opponent an opportunity to stun the Fiora. It's okay, it's okay. At least we get the barrier next turn with Shen. And then we Shen. We have 2 Twin Disciplines.
I walk this space between worlds.
And we have mana for bluffing Deny.
The dark beckons.
So if they are going to recall something, I don't want it to be the Fiora. So we're gonna do it like this.
Strike quickly, strike on guard.
We're gonna do it like this. Okay, so here's the thing. They will likely recall the Kennen. So I don't think I need to barrier up the Fleetfarer Tracker. Because Kennen will likely get recalled, right? Maybe we just go like this. Or maybe even something like this. Maybe even something like this could work. I think this is better. They will recall the Kennen. If they don't recall the Kennen, I don't mind getting this trade. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Master.
So the question is, do we protect the Fiora? That's the question. We probably do. I don't think there are any other use cases for Twin Disciplines. I think this is good enough. And then we probably go for sign-in this turn or next turn. Probably this turn because we have nothing else to do with our mana. You have deny. That's great for next turn. Wow. I just defend with my 1000 sign-in. Ah. Sure. Get that lifesteal, brother. So, I'm gonna start with barriering up the Fiora, I think. Once again, I don't think I need to barrier the Fleetfarer tracker that will challenge the Kennen.
You're covered.
Because they will recall the Kennen anyway, right?
Nature blesses her followers.
What are you?
Oh, okay, that's fine. So we level up the Fiora this way. We just accept this trade if it happens. We probably protect the Shen with Twin Disciplines. I don't care about this Fleetfarer tracker. Just go trade with Kennen. I have another one. I have Concerted Strike and Deny to respond with whatever. Gruesome Theater? Or is it the swap? Ah, sure. So it seems they're out of recalls. Do I try to kill the Kennen now? If they had a 1-mana recall, wouldn't they have used it? Fuck it, let's make them use it. If they had a recall, they would have used it immediately. They wouldn't resort to the Shen swap there. This will allow us to threaten lethal next turn. Ah. They probably try to Mystic Shot my Shen, but I have Twin Disciplines, Stand United. They're scared of Sharp Sight. Why are you scared, opponent? Yeah, just attack.
Intruders!
Protect and strike.
Enforced equilibrium.
We place this at the far end to prevent the lifesteal from making any impact, right? And we just let Ezreal defend from these. We have Deny. We have Deny and Stand United. I think we will win this game.
Obstacle, meet gauntlet.
We could threaten lethal with Stand United plus Twin Disciplines, but that might be a bit of an overcommitment. I think we don't need to. I think if we just do this, we're still okay. I think if the Ezreal dies, they have no other way to win anyway. I can still go for... Now is it time to go for Stand United plus Spirit's Refuge?
The king could go where they are needed.
Nature blesses her followers. Nature blesses her followers.
They could have a stun, but they would have used it earlier. They could have Homecoming, but they would have used it earlier. A lot of things they would have used earlier if they had it. Got him.
You fought with honor.
You fought with honor. Hey there, it's actually been a while since I've talked to you guys in an intimate setting with the camera on. Recently, for the discussion part of my guides, I just do a simple voiceover and play it over some animation or my in-game clips. But for this video, I wanted to try something different, so let me know in the comment section if you prefer this new method of teaching. In this part of the video, I will be explaining the deck's key concepts and the key mindsets that you should have when playing this deck. First, regarding the mulligan, I need to warn you that Shen Fiora is very prone to getting bad hands. Make sure to follow the general mulligan guidelines. In one of the games later in this video, you will see the consequences and repercussions of making some bad decisions in the mulligan. Let's try keeping champions then. For science. Let's see what happens. This is so bad. So bad. However, that's very basic. For any deck that you play, you should always mulligan well. It's just that for this deck in particular, making mistakes in the mulligan can be very punishing because we don't have many ways to cycle through our deck. Now with that aside, let's go into the meat of this guide. The first concept that you need to drill into your mind when playing Fiora Shen is that you need to realize the power of your attack token with the threat of your challengers. Shen Fiora specializes in killing units for free when attacking. You know this, and your opponent knows this. If your opponent has key units like Veigar, Gwen, or Aphelios, they wouldn't want to be playing these units while you still have the attack token. You can use this psychological advantage to win games on the spot in the early game with just a few moves. You saw this earlier on turn 4 of my game against Red Gwen. After playing Fiora, I still had my attack token and my opponent could not afford to play Gwen here. They should either pass back and risk getting their mana burned, or they should play a different unit just so that they don't lose out on tempo. They ended up playing an inefficient Ruined Reckoner this turn, which could have been a valuable combo card for future turns. Another example would be a game later in this video against Swain Nora. It was turn 4, and I had a very horrible hand here. As you can see on the screen, I had nothing, and I couldn't play anything from my hand. However, I still had the attack token and the threat of my challengers. I'm still representing 4 mana for Fiora or Shen. Instead of attacking here and losing my attack token, I passed and I pretended that I had other threats in hand. This bluff caused my opponent to be afraid of my potential attack, and they ended up doing nothing for their turn. The second important concept when playing Fiora Shen is to play around your opponent's card and to make hand reads. The concept is actually very simple. Before you do anything, before you do any action, you just need to ask yourself, what could my opponent do? And then you can make your plays based on that. You saw this in action on turn 7 of my game against Veigar Nora. I was attacking with a board of challenger units and this was my first attack order. While I was looking at this, I asked myself, what could my opponent do? At fast speed, Vengeance was one of their cards that could make a big difference for my attacks. So I asked a follow-up question in my mind. If they had Vengeance, how would they use it? They'd probably use it on Fiora, right? With my current attack order, if they use Vengeance on Fiora, they'd end up killing my biggest unit while also saving their most important unit in Nora. So what I did was to switch up my attack order. This way, if they use Vengeance on Fiora, they kill my biggest unit but they still lose their Nora to my Petricide Broodwing. If they want to save their Nora, they will need to Vengeance a Petricide Broodwing, which is a very good trade for me. Let's look at another example, this time from my game against Ezreal Kennen. In this one, I was attacking with Shen and a bunch of challengers against my opponent with a Kennen on board. This was my first attack order, but I asked myself, what would my opponent do? Knowing Ezreal Kennen, I knew that they are likely to save Kennen through recall cards. If they would recall Kennen, then putting Barrier on Fleet Feather Tracker would be a huge waste. So I switched up my attack order and instead applied pressure by putting Barrier on Greenglade Caretaker. This paid off since my opponent indeed recalled Kennen and at least I didn't waste my Barrier. That's it. If you master the concept of knowing the power of your attack token and playing around your opponent's cards, you should be able to use Fiora Shen effectively. Once again, please do let me know in the comment section if you like this method of teaching for the discussion part of my guides. I hope that you enjoy the rest of this video. Happy New Year, have a nice day, bye-bye. Nora Swain might be a little bit worse for us because historically, Shen decks don't do well against Ravenous Flock decks. Isn't this pretty good? This allows us to go wide. But Young Witch dies to Pokestick. I think I need to keep Champion Strength here. Green Lead Caretaker is usually useless without Shen, so I want to mulligan anyway. Let's try keeping Champion Strength for science. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is so bad. I kept Champion Strength, but I didn't keep my early units. This is so bad. Experiment failed, guys. Science failed. Oh my god, this is so bad. I had the hand, but I didn't keep them correctly. They want to flock my protege.
I'll close my eyes, make it fair.
So they this is so bad. So bad. I'm gonna bluff. I'm gonna pass first to make them think I want to play something, but actually I have nothing to play. And I'm just biding my time. This is so bad. I get Champion Strength, but I didn't keep the units that I need. To be fair, they're not doing anything too. I could defend against Swain with Green Glade Caretaker plus moral support.
These woods protect their own.
Witness strength.
Nature blesses her followers.
That's okay. So they likely have Flock. I should expect Flock next turn. It's not like I can do anything about it. And now I can do something about it.
One balance.
Okay. Do I want to Concerted Strike the Swain now? Probably not, because this one's only at 3 health. And no progress on the Swain yet, by the way. Hothead. Pretty good draw for opponent. You just throw away the Swain like that, huh? Maybe we don't want to keep the Protege alive because it dies to Ravenous Flock anyway. But we do want to keep one of our units alive. Yeah, let's just make them have Pokestick. I want to keep our semblance of a board because I have Sign-In. Ah, no Pokestick.
Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
Immunity game Immunity. So if I use Sign-In Thousand Tailed, I still have enough mana for Concerted Strike. She'll be able to kill this Mega T, I guess. And I need to damage it a bit, right?
Curiosities lie ahead. This a fight? Hardly fair. Persistence is key.
Joy is a good look in a book and a cat in the lap.
So it transforms this one next. Do I want to use the Concerted Strike now or next turn? We could reserve it for next turn. We can Sign-In and Concerted Strike next turn. Maybe we just develop a Young Witch for now.
Carrots can fly, Rib. Okay. Wow.
Pokestick?
My magic.
We can go for... That's fine. We can go for Sign-In Thousand Tailed now into Concerted Strike. That directly kills the immunity. Mega T. Or we can just damage it like this.
Make it fair.
To and fro and to.
I don't really mind my stuff transforming.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff did it.
Okay, now we can go for Fiora. Fiora into Concerted Strike instead. So we can get a kill.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
This progress as Fiora. Then we have a great Sign and Thousand Tailed next turn. It's a shame that we didn't get off the champion strength, but whatever. Nothing to do. Do I need to deny that? Probably not. Because I get kills anyway. Get to kill you and you anyway, and I get to attack with you and you. Okay. Having an undamaged divinity is actually a little bit advantageous for me, because if I concerted strike now, they can't counter with Ravenous Flock.
For conquest, for empire.
Yep. So if I do this, it's uncounterable. Unless it's like double flock. You have a threat, Fiora threatening to win now. That's okay. Swain is nowhere near leveling up yet. They keep getting chump blocks. So I want to use Champion Strength with backup of Deny next turn. I think that's what I want to do. Or do we use it now?
Cup of tea?
Or do we use it now? I think I need the double attack and I need to keep up mana. If this is all they do this turn, I'm good. I'm fine. 3 HP is pretty dangerous. They might have another Leviathan and suddenly I'm in danger of dying. Okay.
Portals everywhere.
Hi. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What wondrous discoveries await below?
Why did they flock the Fiora last turn? That's my question. Maybe they just want to prep it. I think I save Fiora. And I save Deny next turn.
Long for a worthy opponent.
I think it's better.
By hook or by crook, I'll find you, dear cat.
That's crazy. I will use Spirit's Refuge this turn. I think maybe it's worth it.
My only chance.
So much blockers, dude. So much blockers. Maybe I made a mistake last turn. I did not expect Scourge Earth. It's a good thing Swain isn't leveled up yet, but we're out of value. We're out of value. We still have a Kinku student as a blocker for Swain, but other than that, things are looking bad.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
Off we go.
And they have Nora.
Do not test me. To and fro and to.
Nora just keeps getting more units on board.
The
Hi,
balance
that's something.
requires a watchful eye. Enforced equilibrium.
Yeah, probably block this way.
Oh, the suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts.
These are the hands that will shape the future.
Block, block.
Show some
Fiora's Nora is just out grinding me now. It was a huge mistake from my part to keep the champion strength. I think that was the misplay this game. GG, GG. GG, got him. Good game, good game.
Portals everywhere.
So for this session, we went 4-2. We could have gotten 5-2 if we didn't misplay the Gwen. I think this game was particularly harder. Lurk usually is a good matchup, I think. Depends on an early hand. I don't usually keep Greenglade Caretaker, but this is a pretty good barrier combo. We can blow out some hands with the Greenglade Caretaker, Kinku Student, and Spirit's Refuge hand, together with Shen. Man.
These woods protect their own. Vine and weed.
If this goes down to 1 HP, I think that's good for me. Oh wow, my opponent takes it. Now I can trade evenly with it. If opponent gives me that one. I think that was a wrong decision by opponent to do that, but to each their own.
Stay back.
If that's the case, I can do this if they miss the lurk proc. They shouldn't have taken the trade in the first place, I think. That's fine. We have Spirit's Refuge for the next turn. For the next attack turn. Oh!
Who does not know the name Laurent?
We challenge away the lurk unit. If they use Snapjaw Swarm, we can defend with Lord Protege and still challenge away the Red Fin Hammer Snout. Huge.
Fair.
What? What is this NA server? I just transferred to NA server and we see plays like this. What? What is happening? So, my APA account is at 1000 LP and I didn't want to risk my LP there. Now I transfer to NA server and we get plays like this. What the actual fuck did I just see? I don't think that's excusable. So I play the Shen now. And if they want to attack, they lose units. My opponent just wasted their resources for no reason. And I have no idea why. We have Champion Strength now. We have a Challenger plus Kinku Student. But we might elect to not go for Kinku Student and instead preserve mana for protection. Is that better? No, it's fine. We have double challengers. We can challenge these away. Even if they have Pike Spell, it's not enough damage to kill my Shen because my Shen won't get hit by either of these. They have Pike Spell. I can make that read. So your Pike dies? What are you doing?
Harry, riposte. You are hot.
There's a master level player, by the way. It's fine. I'm not gonna flame. Sometimes I make those mistakes too. Especially when I'm still learning the deck. I am too judgmental. I'm sorry. Everyone makes mistakes. They're probably just learning the lurk deck for now. My bad, my bad. Shouldn't be too toxic. So we just play Kinku Student now.
Do not.
They drag the Shen, I use Spirit's Refuge.
Kinku.
My father's blade.
Suspicious place, sir. Very suspicious place.
Everything as it should be.
So this is what NA server is. To be fair, it's low LP. Probably that player is just practicing lurk for the first time. Sometimes I have games like that too. We could keep Deny for harrowing, but if we don't have a board to use, Deny is useless. I like keeping Fiora. If I had a better hand, I would keep Deny. Like if I had Shen, maybe I would have kept Deny. Okay. Okay. We have Young Witch plus Lorn Protege. Usually their lists don't run Vile Feast anymore, right? So we might be able to get a free kill here. Let's see.
Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
They still run Vile Feast. Okay. I'm gonna kill the Crimson Pigeon before it grows to a 3-3. Okay. Cycling their deck, but they're not developing the board, so we're still fine. It's just a 1-1. We can kill that with Fiora.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Alright. Fine.
By my honor, you must die. Your honor's killing someone today.
So we have a little bit of a problem. Because the Kinku students die
No one gets in
to
my way.
Katarina's blades. It's a little bit of an issue. If we Kinku student, they play Katarina. But if they're playing the Katarina, it means they're not doing anything else. And we can reply with Twin Disciplines.
Stand.
We can even repost. Or Spirit's Refuge.
Never play fair.
Meet so.
On guard.
Here we go again. Players scared of the Fiora win condition. For no reason.
To the point.
I mean, okay, here you're losing a unit.
Do not fear.
Players are scared with the Fiora win condition for no reason. I'm not gonna win with Fiora. Hi.
If only she could see me.
So we will go for probably Spirit's Refuge this turn.
We made it, Rin.
And then try to blow them out. Wow, they attack with
Precision and
Gwen?
grace.
I'll close my eyes, make it fair.
Okay, okay. I didn't have to commit anything there. We can just protect Fiora now if we want with Twin Disciplines. Champion Strength is cheeky. What do they have against Champion Strength? It's likely they have Harrowing for next turn. So if they Harrowing next turn, we can just Champion Strength in response.
No going back.
Another Katarina.
This way.
This threatens lethal and might be worth it.
Chop choppity.
If they have Flock, would they have used it? I kind of want to preserve the repost for next turn.
I long for a worthier.
Probably just Twin. If they have Flock, then they have Flock. Whatever. Ah,
It's just a nick.
This clogs up their harrowing, right?
A brief dance.
And I think we're still fine against harrowing. Or we might not be. We might not be fine against harrowing. Okay, they don't have harrowing. They won't play the Crimson Pigeon if they have harrowing. Okay.
Stand, breathe, see.
Might as well trade. Why not?
I am one with the land.
A brief engagement, but a joyous one.
I think I go for Champion Strength next turn, don't I? We can go for Champion Strength. There's no way we can't.
One and all to the midnight revel.
This should win us the game.
Never lose control.
Got him.